Hey guys, today's video is going to be on tips, tricks, and how to do longer trips at Levi. I'm going to be using a lower budget setup for this video, but to get right into the basic gear setup, this is what I would recommend for like the lowest. ZCB is not required, but at least this, both are done, and a blowpipe or even a web weaver. If you guys want to see a lower budget than Cyrstal, I could do that, but I think if you want to comfortably do this boss, BOFA is like minimum for this boss. But we're just gonna go right into a kill. I'm gonna go over a couple of the tricks I do that help me do longer trips. So I always start with CCB. Always have your game chat open too. And whenever this gets too fast, just make sure you shadow barrage. That's just gonna prevent him from shooting too fast. I'll show you how to recognize the lightning skip as well. So it's gonna get it a little fast here. We'll just send a shadow barrage. I like to shoot him right there. Then I always go to the outside here. And then you can sneak a few hits in like that. But I'm used to Tbow here, but both I think you can even do more hits. Try to stand on the outside a little bit so you don't drop the rocks in the middle for the ending. Just move one tile to the side whenever he does the rumble. I'll do one of the fast ones too, just so you guys can see the speed of what it ends up being. If you don't shadow barrage, it'll end up being like this fast. This is just range and mage, but if you were to go to the next one, we're gonna do that right here. It's gonna be all three styles. And then it's gonna go very fast here. Almost too fast, so definitely shadow barrage if it's too fast for you. So for lightning, I like to stand on one side of his head. He starts to turn, then I run to the other side. And the way I recognize when to go is when that lightning will hit these white tile markers here. See, once it hits that, we're able to run to the next one. There's a way to do lightning with BOFA. I'm just used to the Tbow, so that's what run we were doing right there. Just shadow barrage him again so we don't take any damage. Make sure you keep your run up. It's gonna do this. Doesn't matter where you place him, you just don't want to have it right in the middle. So once he gets to 200 health like that, I like to send a shadow barrage like there. Get behind him. Once he's below 180, it'll... we're gonna get hit by lightning here. But once he goes below 180, it'll proc the final part. Just like that. In Web Weaver. Send 2 specs, why not? And if you do perfect kills, this drops over a mil. But we'll do one more kill just to demonstrate. I like the... BOFA takes a bit longer than the Tbow in my opinion, from what I've seen. But let's make that a little bigger and see some more. I'll try to get something on the video to show how to recognize that lightning skip. Even just camping rubies, like any crossbow for the start, might speed up if you're trying to go for like a faster time. A shadow. That's that one there. And once it gets too fast, always just shadow barrage. I moved right to the tile, but it says lightning down here. So once we see that lightning hit that white tile there, like just the corner of it, you're good to go to the next one. I like to play with true tile on, so I see when I reach that corner too. I would try to keep this far corner always clear of any rocks, because if you do that, the portal will always spawn in that corner. If that one's messed up, it's gonna spawn in this corner and it'll go clockwise depending on which one's clean. Usually, I can squeeze in quite a few kills with this setup. At least like 5 kill trips, which I think are pretty good. Depending on food supplies, could be even more. Usually once it goes to like one, like really fast speed, I'll just... Oh, you already procced it right there. We'll just bofa it here. Even bofa's pretty good. If you guys would like that orb highlighted and the red lines here, I'll show you guys that right now. You guys have the radius marker plugin. Step down out of here. Radius marker plugin, you would want to add these two right here. Levi melee distance and Levi orb. That'll just give you the highlights there if you guys are looking for that. And with that, it should help you guys do longer trips. I barely touch my supplies. But if you want to take no damage, just keep shadow barraging and hitting him from behind his head, and that should work too. I think crossbow or web weaver is pretty nice for just that final thing if you're struggling there. And bofa definitely is like I would say a must-have, or even just like a good crossbow is pretty good. And switching to diamonds at the end. But yeah, I hope this guide helps you guys at all. Make sure you guys let me know down below if you guys would like to see anything else, even like a super budget version of this. I'm sure I could do it if you guys just can't afford some of these setups. Alright, well, thank you guys for everything, and hope you guys have a good night.